Have you ever found yourself moving more slowly than you used to? Maybe struggling to get out of bed, or feeling absolutely wiped out after just a simple walk? We often just shrug these little aches and hesitations off, saying, "Oh, it's just part of getting older," right? But what if I told you that what you think is an inevitable downhill slide might actually be something you have a lot more control over than you imagine? As a doctor who's worked with wonderful folks like you for over 30 years, I've seen firsthand how those little wobbles can snowball into bigger problems. A dangerous fall, weeks of rehab, even losing the independence you cherish. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Much of this isn't an inevitable descent. It's often a consequence of habits that can be changed, no matter your age. Take Eleanor, for example. At 72, she was scared of losing her freedom, just like many of you might be. But she discovered 5 simple practices that didn't require a fancy gym or special equipment, just easy changes she could make right at home. In this video, I'll share those same practical tips with you, so you too can regain your strength, energy, and independence. And here's the kicker. The last 2 tips are what truly made the difference for Eleanor, and they could be your golden ticket to living vibrantly and independently for years to come. You won't want to miss them. Before we dive in, I truly want to know how many of you have faced this. If what I just shared feels familiar, please comment a simple yes below. It shows me you understand, and it shows others they are not alone. Okay, let's get started. Number 1, understand what's really happening to your body. Let's kick things off by addressing a widespread misconception: the idea that aging is simply an unavoidable downhill slide. Many of us, as we accumulate more birthdays, start to believe that those new aches, the increasing stiffness, or a general slowing down are just part of getting old, and there's not much we can do but accept it. But what if I told you that this fatalistic view is one of the biggest mental hurdles preventing you from living your best golden years? The scientific truth is, our bodies are absolutely incredible marvels, intrinsically designed for movement and activity. When you stop moving regularly, when you consistently choose the path of least resistance, perhaps skipping your daily walk or avoiding lifting items you once easily managed, a predictable biological chain reaction begins. Your muscles, the powerhouses of your body, start to atrophy, meaning they lose mass and strength. Your joints, which require movement to produce lubricating synovial fluid, become stiff and less pliable. And your energy levels? They often plummet not because of your age, but because a less active body slows its metabolic rate, becoming less efficient at converting food into usable energy. It's a scientific reality. Inactivity, not age alone, is a primary driver of physical decline. So, when you experience that familiar stiffness after sitting for too long, or feel a surprising weakness when reaching for something on a high shelf, it's easy to dismiss it as just my age. However, a deeper understanding reveals that these relatable symptoms are frequently the direct consequence of insufficient physical activity. The core why here isn't merely the passage of time, but how we react to that passage, particularly through embracing a sedentary lifestyle. Take Eleanor, for instance, a patient I've known for years. She was a vibrant woman, but over time she gradually became less active. It might have started subtly, skipping a morning walk on a chilly day, finding excuses to avoid climbing stairs, or hiring someone else to do yard work she once enjoyed. The less she moved, the weaker her muscles became, and the more challenging even simple daily tasks felt. It created a vicious, self-perpetuating cycle. Less movement led to more weakness, which in turn led to even less movement. But here's the inspiring part. When Eleanor finally decided to consciously break that cycle, when she broke free from the mindset that her body was merely giving up, her body responded with astonishing resilience. It was as if her cellular machinery had simply been waiting for her to provide the signal to re-engage, to remember its innate capacity for strength and vitality. The call to action here is powerful and clear. You are never too old to rebuild strength, to reclaim your mobility, or to win back your independence. Your body harbors an incredible, often untapped, capacity for healing and adaptation. The beauty of this solution is its simplicity. Start small. Really small. Begin with just a 5-minute walk around your home or apartment hallway each day. Incorporate gentle stretches before you even get out of bed in the morning. Practice stepping up and down one single stair while holding on to a sturdy railing. These aren't just exercises. They are deliberate, powerful acts of self-investment. Movement isn't some luxury or optional extra in your later years. It is an essential ingredient for maintaining your quality of life, feeling vibrant, and preserving the freedom to engage in all the activities that bring you joy. Number 2. Don't accept tiredness as normal. Now, let's confront another common challenge that many of us face. Don't accept tiredness as normal. How often have you heard someone, or perhaps even found yourself saying, "I'm just tired all the time now. That's simply part of getting older." It's incredibly easy to resign ourselves to persistent, dragging fatigue, accepting it as an inevitable companion of our golden years. But I'm here to tell you, this widespread acceptance is a critical barrier to feeling truly vibrant. From an expert perspective, persistent fatigue is rarely a natural product of aging. Instead, it's far more often a profound symptom of underlying imbalances in our daily routines. Think about it scientifically. Inconsistent sleep patterns, a lack of regular physical activity, and even mild chronic dehydration can profoundly disrupt your body's delicate equilibrium. These seemingly minor habits can interrupt your natural circadian rhythm, slow down your metabolic rate, impair efficient blood circulation, and hinder your body's ability to create and distribute energy effectively. The core why behind this fatigue often boils down to a fundamental misunderstanding of our body's needs as we age. When we neglect consistent hydration, regular movement, or predictable sleep, our body's intricate systems simply cannot function optimally. This leads to the very relatable symptoms. You might wake up feeling utterly drained despite spending hours in bed, experience an overwhelming midday slump, or find yourself completely depleted by evening. These aren't necessarily signs of an aging body giving up. They are often clear signals that your body is yearning for more consistent and supportive daily habits. Eleanor, our recurring example, initially accepted her constant weariness as an unavoidable consequence of her age. She'd lament, "I just don't have the energy I used to, doctor. I guess that's just how it is now." However, through our discussions, she recognized a surprising truth. She was relying heavily on coffee throughout the day, believing it provided energy, but she was simultaneously drinking very little plain water. The coffee, being a diuretic, was actually contributing to a subtle state of dehydration, which masked her body's true need for fluids and exacerbated her feelings of depletion. When she consciously integrated consistent water intake, the difference in her energy levels was astounding. If you're still watching this video and finding this information valuable, please comment number 1 below so I know you're here with me. Number 3. Your mindset matters more than you think. Let's now pivot to an incredibly powerful yet frequently underestimated factor in your aging journey. Your mindset matters more than you think. How many times have you heard, or perhaps even silently uttered, phrases like, "I'm too old to learn that new software," or "I'm just too old to start a new hobby," or even, My body is too old to get strong again. These beliefs, these quiet, often unchallenged assumptions we hold about ourselves as we age, wield far more influence over our reality than we might ever comprehend. The misconception that our capacity to learn, to improve, or to embark on something new simply vanishes with time is a profound limitation. From an expert's analytical perspective, the way you frame and perceive your own aging process acts as an incredibly potent lens, actively shaping your physical, emotional, and even cognitive realities. This isn't just fluffy talk, it's a powerful, self-fulfilling prophecy. If you genuinely believe you're too old to be physically active, your body, in a subtle yet powerful way, will begin to conform to that belief. Moving feel harder and more cumbersome. If you're convinced your brain can't learn new things, you'll naturally be less inclined to engage in mentally stimulating activities. The core why here is that these entrenched, often subconscious beliefs act as invisible anchors, tethering you to a spiral of stagnation and self-doubt, effectively preventing you from tapping into your true, enduring potential. So, if you find yourself feeling stuck, experiencing a pervasive lack of motivation, or struggling to genuinely believe in your inherent capacity for positive change, the root cause might not be a physical limitation at all. More often than not, it's those outdated narratives, those limiting beliefs, playing on a continuous loop in the background of your mind. This is a powerful call to action. You are absolutely, unequivocally never too old to move your body with renewed purpose, to diligently rebuild your inherent strength, or to rediscover the invigorating, deeply satisfying feeling of waking up truly energized. How do you begin? Start by actively confronting and questioning those negative, limiting thoughts. When a self-defeating thought surfaces, pause and gently ask yourself, is this truly a fact, or is it just an old belief? Then, commit to one small yet highly intentional action each day. It could be as simple as incorporating that extra glass of water or dedicating those 5 minutes to gentle stretches we discussed earlier. These aren't merely physical acts. They are profoundly powerful statements to your subconscious mind, affirming your enduring capability for transformative change. This is an invaluable investment, not just in your current self, but in the more vibrant, more confident, and more capable individual you are actively becoming in the future. Number 4, the extraordinary, often overlooked power of sleep. Let's now turn our attention to one of the most powerful, yet frequently underestimated tools for a vibrant and independent later life: the extraordinary, often overlooked power of sleep. Many of us tend to view sleep as merely a passive interlude, a quiet period of inactivity sandwiched between our busy, demanding days. We might even inadvertently boast about how little sleep we need, sometimes treating it almost like a badge of resilience. However, this common perspective fundamentally misrepresents sleep's absolutely critical and active role in healthy aging and overall well-being. From a scientific standpoint, sleep is nothing less than the foundational bedrock of a healthy, active, and mentally sharp life. It's far more than just resting. It's the period when your body and brain perform essential, intensive maintenance. Consider it your body's integrated repair shop, energy recharging station, and mental decluttering service, all operating in perfect synchronicity. During the deep stages of sleep, your body meticulously repairs damaged tissues. Your brain efficiently consolidates memories. Your hormones are carefully rebalanced, and your entire system is meticulously recharged. If your sleep is consistently shallow, frequently interrupted, or simply insufficient in duration, you are effectively short-circuiting this vital, restorative process. This directly and negatively impacts your waking energy levels, your mental clarity, your physical coordination and movement, and even your emotional resilience and overall mood. The core why behind many persistent sleep challenges isn't necessarily a complex medical condition, but rather a pervasive lack of understanding regarding sleep's profound physiological importance, coupled with, more often than not, suboptimal sleep habits. These seemingly minor, often unconscious habits gradually erode your body's intrinsic ability to truly rejuvenate and restore itself each and every night. Consequently, if you're habitually waking up feeling exhausted, if your body consistently feels like it's merely running on fumes, if you experience restless limbs or a persistent mental fogginess, even if you technically spend 8 hours in bed, these are crucial, undeniable signals. Your body is attempting to communicate that it is simply not receiving the quality and depth of restorative rest it desperately requires to thrive. Eleanor, our inspiring example, eventually recognized that her body was indeed running on fumes precisely because she wasn't experiencing truly deep, restorative sleep. Initially, she believed she was sleeping fine, but upon a more detailed examination of her sleep patterns, she uncovered some startling truths. She was often watching stimulating television programs late into the night, allowing her bedroom to become too warm, and consistently going to bed at irregular times. By making just a few conscious, deliberate adjustments, dimming the lights earlier, ensuring her bedroom was cool and dark, and trying to maintain a more consistent bedtime, she began to experience profoundly deeper, more refreshing sleep. The resulting difference in her waking energy, mental sharpness, and overall sense of well-being was nothing short of remarkable. This is your profound wake-up call, quite literally. You unequivocally deserve deeply restorative, uninterrupted nights of sleep, not just persistent exhaustion. You deserve to consistently wake up feeling genuinely refreshed, revitalized, and fully prepared to enthusiastically embrace the day. What concrete actions can you implement? First, establish a consistent and predictable sleep rhythm. Aim to go to bed and wake up around the same time every single day, without exception, even on weekends. Second, create a calming and consistent bedtime ritual. Conscientiously turn off all electronic devices, phones, tablets, TVs, at least an hour before your intended sleep time. Dim the lights in your living space, and perhaps indulge in a warm bath or a few minutes of quiet reading. Finally, transform your bedroom into a true sanctuary for sleep. Ensure it is consistently cool, profoundly dark, and wonderfully quiet. Poor sleep does not have to be an inevitable thief of your vitality. Even small, deliberate adjustments in these areas can yield a noticeable and positive difference in how you feel in just a matter of days. If you're still watching this video and finding this information valuable, please comment number 2 below, so I know you're here with me. Number 5. The hidden threat of too much sitting. Let's now address a quiet, often invisible saboteur of our health and independence: the hidden threat of too much sitting. In our modern lives, it's easy to drastically underestimate the sheer amount of time we spend seated each day, and consequently, to profoundly overlook the accumulating harm this seemingly benign habit can inflict on our bodies over time. Many of us don't even realize how much we sit until we really stop to think about it. From an expert analytical perspective, prolonged periods of sitting are far from harmless. Scientifically, remaining seated for extended durations fundamentally slows down your blood circulation, leading to reduced oxygen and nutrient delivery throughout your body. Simultaneously, it contributes to the gradual stiffening of your joints and, perhaps most critically, the weakening of essential muscle groups, particularly in your core and lower body. The core why here is that our bodies were simply not designed for such prolonged immobility. They thrive on dynamic movement. These detrimental effects are insidious, building up subtly over weeks, months, and years, eventually culminating in a noticeable decline in physical function. The relatable symptoms of this often unconscious habit manifest in daily life. Suddenly, everyday tasks that were once effortless, like rising from a low chair, confidently climbing a flight of stairs, or comfortably carrying bags of groceries, become increasingly challenging, even daunting. You might notice a general feeling of stiffness, particularly in your hips and back, or a surprising loss of balance. These aren't just getting older issues. They are often direct consequences of your body adapting to and being weakened by prolonged periods of stillness. Eleanor once again provides a powerful illustration. During one of our sessions, we tracked her daily activity. She was utterly stunned to realize she was spending, on average, over 8 hours a day sitting, sometimes even closer to 10. This was a profound and unexpected wake-up call for her. She suddenly understood the subtle, insidious threat this posed to her future independence, the very freedom to move and live life on her own terms. It was a pivotal moment of realization, transforming her perspective on simple movement. This is a firm and urgent call to action. Movement is your non-negotiable ticket to maintaining your precious independence. Do not allow your body to passively adapt to immobility. What concrete actions can you take? First, make a resolute commitment to stand up and move around every single hour. Set a simple timer or an alarm on your phone to remind you. Second, intentionally weave movement into your existing daily routines. March in place while brushing your teeth. Walk around your kitchen while talking on the phone. Or stand up during commercial breaks while watching TV. Finally, transform your fundamental perspective on physical activity. Instead of viewing movement as a dreaded chore or an added burden, begin to see it as a joyful celebration of what your body can still achieve. A precious investment in your future self. Your future, more vibrant and independent self will profoundly thank you for the conscious care you invest in your body today. Number 6. One crucial thing you might be missing every day: sunshine and vitamin D. Let's explore an often overlooked, yet incredibly vital component of vibrant aging. One crucial thing you might be missing every day: sunshine and vitamin D. Eleanor, despite diligently trying to implement many positive changes, still harbored a nagging sense that something essential was off. She felt a persistent, almost indefinable underlying malaise, a subtle layer of stiffness and low energy that she couldn't quite pinpoint. This, it turned out, was a critical missing piece in her well-being puzzle. From an expert's scientific perspective, vitamin D, primarily synthesized by our skin through exposure to sunlight, is far more than just a nutrient for strong bones. It's a fundamental cornerstone for holistic vitality. This sunshine vitamin plays a multifaceted role in your body. It was essential for robust bone health, contributes significantly to supple muscles and smoothly functioning joints, profoundly elevates your mood, strengthens your immune system, and is even crucial for optimal cognitive clarity. The core why here is particularly relevant for older adults. As we age, our skin becomes significantly less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight, meaning we often need more direct, intentional exposure or supplementation. The relatable symptoms of insufficient vitamin D often mimic general aging concerns, leading to frequent misattribution. You might experience unexplained joint aches, periods of uncharacteristic low mood, a vague sense of pervasive fatigue, or a persistent stiffness in your limbs. These symptoms are often mistakenly dismissed as just normal aging, when in fact, they could be the quiet cries of a body starved for adequate vitamin D. Many of us, due to modern lifestyles, spend far too much time indoors, effectively depriving ourselves of this simple, natural source of wellness. Eleanor's breakthrough came during a routine checkup. Her doctor, almost as an afterthought, casually inquired about how much time she spent outdoors. This seemingly innocuous question sparked a profound realization. Eleanor, on a whim, decided to experiment. She committed to spending a mere 10 to 15 minutes outdoors each morning, specifically trying to catch the gentler morning sun. The results were nothing short of astonishing. Within just a few weeks, she reported that her joints felt noticeably looser. Her mood was undeniably brighter, and surprisingly, she was even sleeping more soundly. The science unequivocally backs up Eleanor's experience, highlighting vitamin D's wide-ranging benefits. This is your powerful call to action. It's time to reevaluate your relationship with sunlight. The sheer beauty of this solution is its profound simplicity and its zero cost. What concrete steps can you integrate? Aim to spend 10 to 15 minutes outdoors each day under direct sunlight. Morning light is often ideal for setting your circadian rhythm. Intentionally weave this into your existing daily routine. Perhaps enjoy your morning coffee on the porch, take a short, brisk walk after lunch, or read a book in your backyard. Remember, for longer periods outside, especially during peak sun hours, always protect your skin with sunscreen or appropriate clothing. But don't completely shy away from the sun. Your body actively craves its incredible, life-enhancing benefits. Number 7. Simple habits to keep you steadfast on your feet. Let's now shine a light on a subtle yet profoundly critical aspect of maintaining your independence. Simple habits to keep you steadfast on your feet. As we age, there's a delicate, often imperceptible weakening of our leg muscles. This isn't just about feeling a bit weaker. It carries a significant underlying risk: the increased danger of falls. Many people don't truly recognize the early, subtle signs of this weakening until it becomes a more serious issue. From an expert analytical standpoint, the strength in your leg muscles is absolutely paramount to your freedom of movement. Your legs are your foundation, your primary means of navigating the world safely and independently. When these muscles gradually weaken, even simple everyday tasks that require balance and stability transform into significant obstacles, dramatically escalating your risk of a fall. The core why is often a lack of specific, targeted strengthening exercises for the lower body, coupled with the natural muscle loss that can occur with age if not actively combated. The relatable symptoms of diminishing leg strength often manifest in disconcerting ways. You might experience persistent aches when bending down to tie your shoes, find it increasingly difficult to stand up from a low-seated chair, or notice a disconcerting unsteadiness in your gait when you walk. Perhaps you've had a few near misses or stumbles that left you feeling shaken. These aren't just minor inconveniences. They are crucial warning signs that your leg strength and balance need immediate attention to mitigate the very real risk of a debilitating fall. This is a powerful call to action. The strength in your legs is the non-negotiable key to safeguarding your enduring freedom of movement and maintaining your independence. If Eleanor could do it, you absolutely can too. What practical, immediate steps can you take? I recommend 3 incredibly simple exercises, all doable with just a sturdy chair and a few minutes each day. First, chair squats. Slowly stand up from a sturdy chair without using your hands. Then slowly sit back down. Repeat this 5 to 10 times. Second, seated leg raises. While seated, extend one leg straight out in front of you, hold for a few seconds, then slowly lower it. Alternate legs. Third, calf raises. Standing behind a sturdy chair for support, slowly rise onto the balls of your feet. Hold, then slowly lower. Start with just 5 minutes of these exercises each day, but crucially, do them consistently. The secret here isn't about over-exercising, it's about persistent, gentle consistency. If you're still watching this video and finding this information valuable, please comment number 3 below, so I know you're here with me. Number 8. The rejuvenating practice for body and soul, yoga and Tai Chi. Finally, let us explore a deeply enriching practice that can truly rejuvenate both your body and your soul. The rejuvenating practice for body and soul, yoga and Tai Chi. Even after implementing many positive changes, Eleanor still felt a lingering sense of physical tightness, a subtle resistance in her joints, and those persistent anxieties about the future and her independence often crept back into her mind. She yearned for something more, something that addressed both the physical and the mental aspects of aging. From an expert analytical viewpoint, practices like yoga and Tai Chi offer a profound, holistic approach to well-being that extends far beyond mere physical benefits. Scientifically, they significantly enhance physical attributes such as flexibility, balance, and coordination, all critically important as we age. But their impact doesn't stop there. They also exert a deep and measurable positive effect on the mind and spirit, fostering calmness, enhancing focus, and promoting emotional equilibrium. The intentional practice of deep, diaphragmatic breathing inherent in both disciplines actively helps to alleviate stress, while the mindful, flowing movements anchor you firmly in the present moment. The core ayawadrikilan tiu iti dranot witi now is that these practices cultivate a powerful mind-body connection that is often neglected in our fast-paced lives, providing a potent antidote to persistent tension and anxiety. The relatable symptoms that these practices address are numerous: ongoing joint stiffness, nagging aches, a swirling vortex of worries in your mind, and a pervasive feeling of being mentally caught between the regrets of the past and the anxieties of the future. You might feel a general lack of fluidity in your movements or a persistent sense of mental agitation. These are precisely the areas where yoga and Tai Chi offer profound, gentle relief. Eleanor, initially skeptical of these unconventional practices, decided to give them a try after much encouragement. She started with a gentle online beginner's Tai Chi class that she could do right in her living room. Within weeks, the transformation was palpable. Her body felt looser and more flexible, her balance remarkably improved, and her mind, once prone to restless thoughts, became noticeably calmer and sharper. She could practice these movements at her own pace, in the comfort of her home, finding a quiet, inner strength she hadn't realized was there. This is a heartfelt call to action. This is your gentle invitation to step into a more peaceful, more centered, and more integrated version of yourself. These practices offer a clear path towards a life where you can consciously lay down your burdens and rediscover the simple, profound joy of living fully and presently. What practical steps can you take? Begin with just a few minutes each day, focusing on simple stretching movements, slow, deliberate motions, and deep, conscious breathing, drawing from the principles of yoga or Tai Chi. You don't need to become a contortionist or a martial arts master. Just a few minutes of mindful self-care with an open heart and mind can truly revolutionize how you feel. If you're still watching this video and finding this information valuable, please comment number 4 below, so I know you're here with me. As we close, recall Eleanor, from dreading stairs and fading independence to thriving today, via simple habits, daily moves, fatigue smarts, mindset tweaks, solid sleep, less sitting, morning sun, leg strength, and gentle Tai Chi yoga. No extremes, just tiny steps that snowballed. That spark, it's in you too. We've got the keys, now act. As your doc and friend, what's your one commitment? 5-min walk, hourly stands, morning stretch your sun? Share in comments. Let's ignite each other. Inspired? Like it. Subscribe plus bell for our active living crew. Share with one who needs this. You might change their life. Thanks. Stay healthy. Wise. Next time.